Welcome to this special Belmont Stakes edition of Grilling and Gambling with Greg. I'm your host, Greg Rennick. I love grilling, owning thoroughbred racehorses, and handicapping the races. Tonight's episode, we're going to grill some New York steaks that are in a ancho chili rub. We're going to top them with a salsa that includes charred corn on the cob, charred jalapeno, tomatoes, and avocado. In addition to the steaks, we'll be having a Waldorf salad and grilled asparagus. Later in the show, we'll give you my picks for tomorrow's Belmont Stakes, as well as my picks for tomorrow's card at Santa Anita. While we're waiting for the grilling, we're going to be drinking Belmont Jewels. We're ready to start preparing the salsa. We're going to start by charring the corn and jalapeno. We're going to have them over at 375 degrees for about 12 minutes, turning about every 4 minutes. While we're grilling the corn and jalapeno, we're going to try the Belmont Jewels and critique them. This is the first time we've made the Belmont Jewels, so we'll have a critique in a moment.
Cheers. Well, how do you like it?
Not too bad. It's a little tart. I'm not quite used to it.
It's a bit tart, yes. I think it's
it might be use a little more pomegranate. So, or maybe a little less bourbon, but
It is refreshing. It is a refreshing drink.
And in the spirit of the Belmont, we'll do the official drink of the Belmont. So,
here's to the Belmont.
Here's to the Belmont.
Cheers.
So Sam, tell us about your opinion of the Belmont Jewel.
Well, there's bourbon in this drink, and I'm not really a big bourbon guy. In fact, I'm not even a little bourbon guy. But I am a professional drinker, so I'm going to work my way through this Belmont Jewel. Here's to the Belmont Stakes. Bob, we're going to miss you, buddy.
Corn on the cob and the jalapeno are done, so we're going to put the steaks on the grill. We're going to grill them at 425 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. We're going to try and aim for medium. So every 2 minutes we're going to flip them, and we'll be done in about 10 to 12 minutes. So we've taken the steaks off the grill, and now we're just grilling the asparagus. We're going to grill it for 8 minutes, turning it over in about 4 minutes. It's time for dinner, so we have the steak with the topping, asparagus, and a Waldorf salad, and we'll have a review after we eat it. Okay, dinner's over, so we'll start the critique of the meal with Sam, my brother. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate the cocktail, the Belmont Breeze?
Belmont Breeze, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not a bourbon fan. Having said that, it is the Belmont Jewel. I'm giving it a 4.27.
Okay, the Waldorf salad.
The Waldorf salad was outstanding. On a scale of 1 to 5, I'm giving it a 5.
The steak?
The New York steak, I don't say this often. OMG, OMG, that was a 5. Good job to the griller.
The salsa on top?
The salsa was excellent. I don't know if I've ever had a better one, especially not today. 5.
And that was your asparagus.
The asparagus was nice and green and crispy. Could have used just a dab of butter. 4.93.
Okay. Dolores. The Belmont Jewel.
I'd give it maybe a 2.5.
Okay, would you ever order it again?
No, I don't think I like the mixture of bourbon and pomegranate.
Okay, the Waldorf salad.
Was very good. I'd give it about a 4. I think next time I'll try the Redskin apples with either Roma or Gala apples. I think the green Granny Smith was a bit too tart.
Your steak.
And my steak was good. I liked the ancho chili rub on it. It was very good. And the topping was excellent as well.
Asparagus.
And the asparagus, very good. It could have used some more butter. I finished off with some more butter. But overall, about a 4.5 meal.
Okay, we'll start with the drink. I didn't think, I've had better drinks with other drinks. It's not something I'd order, and next year for the Belmont we'll find another drink that's not necessarily an official Belmont drink, maybe a Manhattan or a Long Island iced tea or another drink if I can find. The Waldorf salad was I thought really good. I give it a 4.75. The drink I give about a 3. What I liked about the salad, I disagree a little with you, Dolores. I like the tartness of the Granny Smith apple. I think it really went well with the sweetness of the grapes. I like the walnuts in there and the apples because that added a crunchy texture to it. And you know, I like Waldorf salads, so we're gonna have that again, definitely. The steak, the rub was good. I thought maybe a tad. I undercooked our steaks a bit. I'll give them about a 3.75. The asparagus, I agree with both of you that the asparagus was good, but it could have used some more flavor with butter and maybe a little more salt and pepper. So overall, I think I give the meal a 4.25 on a 5 scale.
It's Belmont Stakes Day, baby!
Okay, we're going to start the handicapping phase of the program with the Belmont Stakes. It's the final jewel of the Triple Crown. You know, absent Medina Springs Spirit, there's no. You know, it's doubtful we'll have a Triple Crown winner unless, well, we won't have a Triple Crown winner. So the race is 1.5 miles on the Belmont main track. It's 1.5 miles oval. So we're going to go, my number 1 pick in the race is Rock Your World. He broke poorly, didn't get the lead in the Kentucky Derby. I think he's going to redeem himself. Joel Rosario sticks with him. I think he's going to go the front and pretty much go wire to wire. My second pick is Essential Quality. Even though he ran 2nd or 4th in the Derby, he had some trouble. He wasn't embarrassed. I think he's going with a better trip. Luis Saez is going to get him close to winning, if not actually winning. My number 3 horse is Hot Rod Charlie. He ran a good race in the Derby, only beaten a length. Flavian Pratt sticks with him. That's a good sign. Doug O'Neill does really well in these classic races. And I'm going to round it off with the Preakness winner, Rombauer, and John Velasquez. So I think those are the 4 horses: Rock Your World, Essential Quality, Hot Rod Charlie, and Rombauer. I'm going to take them in exotic wagering. I'm going to put them in a exacta box and hope maybe the longer price horses come on top. I will, depending on the odds, I will maybe take a couple win bets on some of the longer prices of the 4 horses. So that's who I like in tomorrow's Belmont. I'd be surprised if any of the other 4 horses in the race wins or hits the board for that matter. Time for Santa Anita tomorrow. So we're going to take 2 50-cent pick 5s and 2 50-cent pick 4s. We're going to start out, we're going to take 2 horses in each of the 5 legs of the pick 5. So that's a $16 combination. Race 1 is a 6 furlong starter allowance for 3-year-olds and up who have started for a $50,000 claiming price and never won 3 races. I'm going to go with, my top selection is number 3, I Got No Money. I'll, give a disclosure here. His trainer, Mark Glatt, trains for me, but I like the horse despite who the trainer is. The second horse I like in here is number 2, Albizu. I think they're the 2 main contenders in this race. Race 2 is a 6.5 furlong maiden race for California bred fillies and mares. I like Wish They All Could Be, number 2, and number 3, Patriot Missile. For disclosure purposes, I know the owners of number 2 wish they all could be, but I do like the horse. And number 3, Patriot Missile, he's a hard-knocking, he's a half-brother, half-sister to a nice mare, Super Patriot, who at one point I thought about trying to claim. The third race is a 6 furlong, $12,500 claiming race for 4-year-olds and up. I'm going to go here with number 3, the favorite Reedley. Again, for disclosure, I know Jeff Mullins is trainer. And my other horse in here is number 6, Malachi Maxey. Fourth race is a 1 mile, $50,000 race for maiden or for 3-year-old fillies on the main track at the $50,000 claiming price. I like number 4, Much a Woman. He won 3 races. Also like number 5, Simmer Down. So number 4 and number 5 in the 4th race. The 5th race wraps up the early pick 5. It's a $50,000 starting allowance optional claiming race at 6 furlongs on the turf. I like number 8, Armor Plate. None of these horses have won 2 races, but I like him. He's right there all the time. And I like number 6, Hammering Lemon, shortening up from 2-turn races to this 6 furlong event. I think there's enough speed for him to be a contender. And if I blow out in the first race, I will take a 50-cent pick 4, totaling $8, using my selections in the 2nd through 5th races. Okay, so now we turn to the 6th race and the start of the late 50-cent pick 5. Again, we're going to go with the $16 ticket, 2 horses in each leg. And we're going to go with number 4, Diamond Doss, and number 5, Tis Hot and Dusty. This is a 1 1/16 mile allowance optional claiming race for 3-year-olds and up. I like those 2. Race 7 is the grade 2, $200,000 Monrovia Stakes for fillies and mares at 6.5 furlongs on the turf. My top selection in here is number 7, Venetian Harbor. She's only had 1 race on the turf. She finished 2nd in that race, but she's been running on the dirt in graded stake races There is no gamine in this race. I think on class alone, she will probably win the race. My second choice in the race is number 3, Constantina. She just won the Misdirection Stakes at 6 furlongs over the same turf course. Race 8 is a 1 mile allowance optional claiming race for colts and geldings bred in California. My 2 selections are in here are number 5, Sign of the Cross, and number 6, Lightning Fast. I've always pretty much liked Sign of the Cross. I wanted to claim him at one point. I try to revisit that if he were in for the $20,000 claiming price, but he's in under the allowance condition, so we won't be trying to claim him tomorrow. Race 9, 6 furlong maiden allowance on the turf for 3-year-olds and up. My top pick here is number 6, Majestic Man. He had a solid debut for Richard Mandela. And my second choice in here is number 4, Grand Course Guy. He's a first-time starter for Mark Glatt, but I think he's got good turf breeding, and I think he can be the upsetter here. Thank you for joining us for this special Belmont Stakes edition of Grilling and Gambling with Greg. I hope you enjoy any of the recipes we tried today, and I hope we have a good day at the track tomorrow. Good luck, everybody, and see you next time.